Good evening and welcome to Hopkinen High School for tonight's varsity boys basketball game as the Grafton Indians take on your hometown Hopkinen Hillers. The Tri-Valley League is committed to the highest ideals of sportsmanship and establishing a healthy environment for interscholastic competition. The league will not tolerate negative statements or actions directed towards competitors, game officials, or fans in attendance. Such actions include taunting, trash talking, and the berating of players or officials. Please respect all decisions made by officials. Please respect fans, coaches, participants, and opponents alike. Thank you for helping create a positive, respectful, and fun environment here at HHS. And now for tonight's lineups. For the Indians, at forward, number 21, senior Patrick Heffernan. At forward, number 15, senior Matthew Deely. At guard, number 10, senior Connor Manning. At guard, number 5, senior Sean Tilsley. And at guard, number 2, senior Ryan Jack. The coaches for the Indians are John Petratus and Kevin Bergenholtz. And now for your hometown, Hopkinen Hillers. At guard, number 3, junior Stephen Maffiori. At guard, number 10, junior Thomas Ambrosoni. At guard, number 14, senior Ryan Kester. At guard, number 21, senior Michael Puvakad. And at forward, number 24, senior captain Brendan Kelly. The Hillers are coached by Tom Keene, Chris Banks, and Cheney Gaudette. Now, please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Just about ready for boys basketball on HCAM. It's the 11-6 Hopkinton Hillers and the 11-6 Grafton Indians. Hopkinton is 2-2 in their last 4 games. They've had some tough opponents as of late, but took care of business against Medfield this past Friday in a 69-57 road win. And Grafton has been playing good basketball as of late as well. They have won 4 out of their last 5. And they enter their last game of their regular season tonight. Their last game was a road win versus Bilberry, 52-39. And standing in the center circle for the opening tip, it's Brendan Kelly for the Hopkinton Hillers. And for Grafton, it is Matt Deely, and we are underway here at the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center. Tilesley with possession.
So, like, the crowd noise is loud. The crowd is literally every microphone in the crowd. The only microphone is your microphone. So I don't know where the crowd is coming from.
Back to Maffiori, up for 3, yes. Even Maffiori hits, and it's 3-2 Hillers. Grafton on the entry. Working up the near side Manning with a pass over to the corner to Heffernan. Now up top, up for three. And no good there as Ryan Jack and the Hillers have it. Ambersoni takes it up. Hillers working left to right across your screen. They have clinched a playoff spot, but they are looking to hopefully clinch some home court advantage as Brendan Kelly tries to bucket up and in he goes.
Good play by Brendan. You can hear that pretty good, right? And Hillers just jumping in real quick, starting 4 guards tonight, an unusual lineup, but we're just getting through some technical stuff here. But 5-2 Hillers to start, Tom.
We're going to get a foul here. Push against the Hillers. Matt Heffernan will go to the line. 5-2 Hillers lead. Matt Fiore has hit a 3. Brendan Kelly with a 2. And the first free throw by Pat Heffernan is no good. He'll do it again. So he gets 3 free throws here as it was a 3. The third one is good. So he hits one out of, or he hits a pair out of the 3. So it's 5-4 Hillers. And I think we have the technical stuff all figured out. As Ambersoni drives the lane off the glass and in.
Nice move by Ambersoni.
Ambersoni was big in the win over Medfield, put up 10 points and 7 assists. And now gets a steal here. Ambersoni takes it up, feeds it over to Puvakad, up for 3. No, off the back iron, into the hands of Maffiori, off of Kelly, and 1.
Wow, what a play by Maffiori. I mean, he's not one of the taller guys out there, but he used his body beautifully, kind of anticipated the contact and played off it and then banked it off the glass and has a chance for a 3-point play.
Stephen Maffiori also had a great night on Monday. He put up 16 points in the win over Medfield. Ryan Kester was the team leader with 18 points in that game, and he completes the and 1.
That's a quick start by the Hillers, 10 points in less than 2 minutes to start the game.
Connor Manning gets it over to Tilesley. Now taking it up, Dealey. Dealey to Ryan Jack. Ryan Jack, one of the leading scorers for Grafton. He is the team leading scorer, averaging 16.3 points per game. Now a loose ball here, but it is picked up by Tilesley. And some contact there, no call. Ryan Jack with the fadeaway, no good. Brendan Kelly there to collect.
Wow, a lot of action, no call. Good to see the referees let him play.
They certainly let him play there. Back to Puvakad, and now to Kester, up for 3, no.
Nice play.
It's tipped in the air by Ambersoni into the hands of Maffiori. Around the horn they go. Brandon Kelly driving in, Maffiori. Now Ambersoni. Ambersoni kicks it out to Kester, and that is an air ball by Kester. It is collected by Maffiori, and now here goes Ambersoni to the rack and in. That's his second field goal already tonight. Well, the Hillers, what a job they did there at maintaining possession. They overcame 2 missed shots there and just dominated the low post, Steve.
Yeah, they have definitely the mojo going to start the game. The Grafton coach quickly recognized that it was not going his way, and it was happening for too long. So with a 12-4 lead, deficit from his perspective, he decided to gather his troops together and see if they can get their composure together. But in the meantime, the Hillers are just taking it to them. They're working the ball around beautifully. They seem to have a laser focus. And despite the somewhat kind of thin crowd tonight on a rare Wednesday night here in the Athletic Center, we do have the student section there. You can certainly feel the energy in the building despite a kind of a marginal crowd. But 12-4 Hillers out with 5:16 left in the first is a great start.
It certainly is. In Grafton, they have some good offensive players on their team. They got Ryan Jack averaging 16.3 points per game. Sean Tilesley, 14.4. Mark Salvatelli, another guy to look out for, averaging 11.2. But can they overcome this aggressive Hillers press? They are having all kinds of struggles as of right now as Ryan Jack airs it up the far side of Daly. Daly was trying to put it out of bounds off of Ambersoni, and he did not get his way. Hillers ball.
I think he bounced it off Ambersoni, then it went bounce back to the Grafton player, and that's why the Hillers got the ball still.
Everything going the Hillers' way as of right now. Kicks it out over to Kester. Now Maffiori up for three. No. Brendan Kelly there to collect. Kelly drives in off the glass. Count it.
Well, I don't think Grafton has an answer for Brendan's size and bulk down there. I'm looking at their roster. I don't think there is anyone that can deal with that. So that'll be an interesting development as the game goes along.
Ambersoni with another near steal there. Off the glass, no good, but it ends up back in the hands of Ryan Jack. Loose ball collected by Kelly. And here comes Hopkinton. Puvakad over to Maffiori. And out to the corner to Kester. Back up to Maffiori. Now Puvakad calls it out. Maffiori, three,
wide open.
No. And it is collected by Matt Deely for Grafton. A 14-4 Hillers lead, approaching 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. It's been a great start for Hopkinton so far tonight. Connor Manning with possession, now up top to Ryan Jack. And now over to Tilesley, who drives in, and he's going to draw some contact.
Stephen Maffiori kind of with a reach. Nice play by the young fan in the back of the gym there. Give it to Kester and to the ref. So 3:56 to go in the first quarter. 10-point lead for the Hillers. Things are going well so far.
Certainly is. They got Maffiori with his second foul there. Matt Deely with the feed over to Otera. Just hopped into the game. Now it's Bergenholtz launching the three. Off the back iron it goes, collected by Puvakad. Puvakad feeds it over to Ambersoni, and now to the right side of the perimeter, up for three, and no good there is Keefe, and Grafton has it. With possession, Tilesley. Feeds it over to Deely. Now Otera back to Tilesley. Jack with possession. Trying to feed Otera. It's knocked away by Keefe. Loose ball. It is picked up by Ryan Jack. Otera driving in, and now the kick out. Ryan Jack for three. No. Wide to left it goes. And he was tripped up as well. Here goes Puvakad. Great feed there. And drawing the foul, Elon Rosen.
Ryan Jack up for Grafton. He's senior captain. He's got his hands up facing the ceiling looking for a call. He got nothing. And he's, on the way back was inquiring with the ref that, if he saw that. And the ref said no. But the call went against his teammate, Katara, and Rosen has two at the line. He misses the first one, unfortunately, but he's got a chance for the second one.
It's certainly been a physical game so far tonight. Rosen hits the second. 15-4 Hillers.
Ooh, there you go.
An overthrow there, and now driving up Lynn, feeds it over, up for three, Puvakad, no. And it's tipped in the air by Lynn, collected by Rosen. Back to Lynn now. Around the perimeter they go. Puvakad feeds it over to Rosen. What a beauty, off the glass and in. Can you have any better of a feed than that, Steve?
Ooh, that was a delicate pass, laid it right in there. And, just a commentary about the Hiller bench. The guys that are on the floor are doing what they're doing. 17-4 is sort of self-explanatory, but you can see the Hiller bench when there's a good play, even just a play to keep the ball in bounds. When Rosen kept the ball in bounds barely, they all got off the bench, and they seem to be well organized, in sync, and on a roll so far.
And it seems like to me that this team is getting hot at the right time as we near the postseason. You got two more regular season games, and then of course it'll be playoff time, and hopefully they'll be able to have home court advantage for a round or two.
That'd be nice, and the next home game after tonight is they have tonight and two more home games. So, early in the season, Tom, we looked at the schedule, and it was like a minor league hockey team. They were on the road for 5 weeks straight, practically. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but they, as a result of a lot of away games early on, they have a lot of home games at the end, and they're finishing with 3 home games in a row, which would be nice.
And I think it's a big benefit having most of your home games in the second half of the season. Grafton trying to work against the press. Ryan Jack gets it over to Otera. Driving along the baseline, called for the travel. Hillers basketball.
Looked like a delayed. I would have called the travel earlier than that. Anyway, those are always interesting calls when it's a quick step and the refs sometimes let those go, and other times they're a little tight. But
and Puvakad is going to be called for an offensive foul here, it looks like.
Looks like he cleared him out with his right hand as he was going to the hoop. Not subtle enough on that clear out.
That'll be his first, team third. Three fouls for Hopkinton, 2 for Grafton. Along the near side, Bergenholtz feeds it over to Ryan Jack. Jack driving in, up with the right hand, count it.
Oof, that's a tough shot.
That's only the second field goal of the game for Grafton. Ambersoni looking in on the interior now to Keefe. Rosen feeds it in to Lind, and Lind dribbled off his foot there. Loose ball collected by Kester. Back to Ambersoni.
8 seconds.
Running out of time here. Good interior defense by Grafton, but Ambersoni with a nice move there. Can't finish, though.
Good hustle by Lind.
Lind nearly had it. Ambersoni nearly had it, and then Dealey ends up with it. Bergenholtz with possession. Ryan Jack, top of the perimeter, launches a three. Count it. Look out. Ryan Jack, top scorer on Grafton.
Heating up. 5 straight points for Jack.
Ambersoni to Kester. Now it's Lind trying to feed it inside of Rosen, knocked away by Utera. Loose ball, and that is going to draw the jump ball call. Rosen gets wrapped up with Dealey.
Good hustle by Elon Rosen, junior center. Brings a lot of energy out there whenever he gets on the floor, and sometimes it comes in points, and sometimes it comes in block shots or hustle plays like that we just saw.
It's not many Tom Keene coach basketball teams that I see that don't have great hustle. And this is a great example of the hustle that's required if you want to play on this Hillers team. Keefe for three. Yes! Ryan Keefe, the sophomore. Pass over to the near side of Bergenholtz. Trying to feed Otera, and Otera
Nice.
briefly at it. It's ripped away by Keefe. Look at that hustle. Ambersoni now with possession. And Otera is going to hustle up the court and get it away from Ambersoni. Grafton has it. Less than a minute left to go. A 20-9 lead for the Hillers in the first quarter. Tilesley feeds it over to Bergenholtz. Now back up top to Ryan Jack.
Wide open.
Great feed there. Up and in goes Bergenholtz.
Little missed assignment by someone, but with 20 seconds left in the quarter, up by 9 with the ball, that's a heck of a quarter. See if they can get the last shot to go down for them.
Tommy Ambersoni with possession. Three for Keefe, no, and it's collected by Lind. McCallum Lind with the putback draws the foul.
Great job. Brian Keefe not shy to launch the three. He's had a solid season in the sophomore guard, and we've seen him get hot with a three-point land, and that time didn't go down, but Mac Lind got the rebound and got fouled going up, and he's got two shots.
First of two, no good.
Kind of a misfire off the front of the rim.
Second three, no.
Oh!
Misses both free throws there,
Looks
and
like-
looks like we have a foul.
Not sure what that was. It looked like a travel.
I believe it must have been a foul.
I don't know what that was, but
Yeah.
we're going to let it roll.
I guess we'll see if they give Hopkinton another foul. They got to shoot here. Buzzer beater no good by Tilesley. And after 1 quarter of play, it's the Hopkinton Hillers 20 and the Grafton Indians 11. That was a great first quarter by the Hillers. Steve, good all-around basketball.
I mean, 20 points in any quarter in a high school game for any team, that's a above average no matter what. But what was really good to see, Tom, was the scoring was spread around. Early on, Brendan Kelly doing his damage underneath. He sat out the last portion of that first quarter, and had Rosen come in for him and Lind. And looking at the Grafton roster, they don't have a whole lot of big guys over there, so interesting for the Hillers and Coach Keene to start with 4 guards, a little smaller, quicker unit, and then he has a deep bench, so he's bringing everybody in. It's good to see lots of kids getting some playing time tonight, and let's see if we can keep it rolling here.
That's for Grafton. That's why you're seeing a lot of Utera. He's really the only threat that they've been able to present in the low post. And the Hillers, they've certainly been dominating the battle on both sides in the low post. So we'll see if that trend continues leading into the second quarter. Upcoming schedule for the Hillers: Friday they'll take on the newest member of the TVL, Norwood, and then Tuesday home game against Wayland. Then they have some holiday tournament games. As Tilesley gets it over to Bergenholtz. Jack, and now over to Dealey, driving in, up, and no good. Put back by Utera, no good. Brendan Kelly there to contest, and he ends up with possession.
I think he got away with one there, Tom. He was over his back, but refs let him play.
Puvakad, great feed of Kelly. He's denied by Bergenholtz, but a foul's called.
Like I said, in the other end of the court, I think he was over Bergenholtz's back, and I was surprised that the Grafton coach didn't express his opinion on that. It looked like a foul to me, and then Brendan comes down and drew the foul and hits the first of 2.
Well, Hillers will take it. 21-11, 7:34 left to go in the first half. Second of 2 for Kelly. Got it.
Good job by Brendan at the line. He got a nice stroke there. Got a good rhythm.
Ryan Jack gets it back to Tilesley. Now Jack feeds it over to the corner to Warner. Immediately surrounded by defenders, and Kelly has the steal. Ambersoni takes it down. Matt Fiore now back up to Ambersoni. Puvakad to Kester. Kester for 3. No, air ball, and it's collected by Dealey.
Kester has the potential to heat up. He hasn't found his range quite yet tonight.
Bergenholtz with possession, surrounded by defenders, able to get it away to Dealey. Now Tilesley. Tilesley feeds it over to the corner. Good pass there, and the shot no good, but then the putback, he'll draw a foul.
I mean, you got to tip your hat to the Hiller defense, just collectively as a team, and they're just swarming Grafton. Grafton's having a heck of a time really getting anything going offensively, and with the exception of Ryan Jack, has got 5 points or thereabouts. He might have 7. I've lost track, but certainly the Hillers are bringing their defensive energy to Grafton, and Grafton's having a hard time so far with that.
They certainly are. And it was a nice give and go there by Tilesley and Warner, and brought Tilesley to the line, and he's able to hit 1 of 2. Ambersoni takes it up. Feeds Kester. Brendan Kelly kicks it out. Ambersoni for 3. No. And it is going to be a foul on the rebound attempt. Looks like they are going to get the Hillers here.
Looks like they got Kelly over the back on that one.
That is a team 5th for the Hillers.
I think it was on Kelly, but we'll see if they change it.
Along the far side, Manning.
Whoa.
Manning back to Tilesley. Grafton just having all sorts of trouble working in the interior.
Ooh, off his knee.
And it'll be Grafton's ball, called out on Puvakad. Drew Rankatori enters the game for his first time tonight. Top of the perimeter, Tilesley running out of time on the shot clock. Up for 3, no. Off the rim goes Manning, and here comes the Hillers. Puvakad now to Kelly, driving the lane, and foul called here.
Good take by Brendan. Kind of saw the opportunity to go up against a smaller player, number 31, Nolan Warner, sophomore, and Brendan has the size and the bulk and took it right to him and drew the foul on Warner.
Brennan Kelly now has 7 points on the night with that free throw.
He certainly got a good groove on it, the free throw line.
And there's number 8, 4 for 4 from the line.
It's always helpful. The free throws count whether it's in the first or second quarter or the fourth quarter. Doing the girls' game last night, the Hiller girls had a really tough time, or the other night, and missed a lot of free throws early, and if they hit half of them, they would have been in the game, for example. But tonight, Hillers have it going well at the foul line.
Warner with possession, feeds it back to Manning. Now over to Jack for 3. No, airballed, and it went off the hands of Warner, says the official. Hiller's ball.
Not a whole lot of scoring in general this quarter.
Yeah, compared to the first quarter, Hiller's only with 4 points so far. And Grafton with 1. Kelly can't finish there. Rebound Rankatori, however. And now a steal by Ryan Jack as he's able to get it away, and he'll go up and in with it.
Strong move by a strong player, senior captain.
Just jumped right in front of Puvakad there. Good read of where the ball was going. Hines gets back to Puvakad. Kelly
Oh, too bad.
trying to feed Keefe, and it went off the defender and out.
Good idea with the back door. A little bit of a telegraph on that pass. And the Grafton defender kind of was onto that. Knocked it out of bounds.
Kelly on the entry. Hines had a little bobble there, but able to maintain possession. Puvakad. Hillers with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Up for 3, yes!
Tough shot.
That was a very tough shot, but a nice one by Puvakad. 27-14 Hillers. 4:35 and counting left to go in the second quarter. And we're going to have a push call here against Hopkinton.
Looks like Drew Rankatori with his first. Couldn't get his feet set, and the Grafton player really took it to him. There's a bit of a collision there, drew the foul. Hiller's in a 2-3 zone.
Connor Manning on the entry. Feeds it up to Tilesley.
Ooh, that's a double dribble.
Tilesley up for the shot, no. Brennan Kelly's there. Kelly turns it around to Puvakad, and then it's tapped out by a defender and off the hand of Dealey.
I want to take a minute here and thank our awesome crew. A little bit light tonight on the number of people, but the quality is off the charts. So we have Director John Ritz and Samantha Dings on graphics, and our lone cameraman, Bob Hamilton, somehow is running 3 cameras from up here in the perch. Is amazing. I don't know how he does that, but he's got that together. But thanks, guys, for helping Tom and I get through the broadcast tonight.
Well, they don't call him Bob the Miracle Worker for nothing. Up top, Rankatori. For 3 goes Puvakad, no. And the Hillers maintain possession. Keefe drives in and will put it in.
Great shot.
That was just a case of being in the right place at the right time there. Daly with the feed over to Jack, and he's denied. Tilesley over to Manning. We'll feed it to Daly. Now up for 3, and no good there is Manning. And here comes the Hillers. Keefe with possession, launches the 3. No, off the rim. And with the rebound is Tilesley. Tilesley puts it up. No, put back, will draw a foul. Ryan Jack drawing up the contact.
Nicholas Hines got his money's worth on that. Full body contact from behind right in front of the ref. Really, ref had to call that one. And that puts the Hillers in the, or I should say the Indians of Grafton in the bonus. So he's got a 2-shot foul here.
First of 2 is good.
Brian Keefe not shy to launch the three-pointer. Coach Keene leaving him in, getting some good playing time.
And he hits both.
Ryan Jack keeping his teammates, in the game, not exactly close, but without him, they'd be in really tough shape.
9 points for Jack. Up for three is Hines. No. And there for the rebound, Otera. Here comes Grafton. Tilesley. Back to Otera. And now to Warner. Now Tilesley. That's up to Manning, up for three. Yes. Connor Manning hits.
Nice stroke by Manning. He was wide open, uncontested. And as compared to some of his other three-point shots, nice play.
What a feed by Ambersoni, but Rosen can't finish. Hines with the putback. No, another putback, and he'll draw contact. Way to stick with it.
Hines has his fan club here. Whenever he makes a play here in the athletic center, he's got, an eruption of some kind, and that was a good job by all the Hillers there, kind of pounding the offensive glass and got rewarded with two shots.
They get Nolan Warner with his second foul. First of two, count it. Got it.
The Hillers are really locked in on the foul line tonight, Tom.
They are 7 for 9 overall. Pretty impressive numbers. Steal here, McCallum Lind. Lind around the back, up for the shot. Count it!
Showtime. That was the only play. He took what was offered to him and made the most of the space. It's a heck of a shot.
Over to Otera. Kicks it up to Tilesley. Good feed there, up and in Warner.
Nice play by Grafton there.
Keefe with possession, now to Ambersoni. Less than 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Keefe to Rosen, and now Lind. No pump fake, give it back to Keefe. Knocked up, and there to take it is Ambersoni. Hillers running out of time on the shot clock. Lind turns around, up for the shot. No. Loose ball, and Grafton has it. Quick break here by Tilesley. Takes from the rack. Off the glass. No.
Oof, unlucky for them.
And Rosen had the loose ball briefly and is able to pick it up after it was knocked away by Warner. Ambersoni. 33-21 Hillers. A minute 15 and counting left in the first half. Ambersoni over to Hines. Hillers running out of time on the shot clock once again. Keefe. Up for the buzzer beater and no good is Rosen, and that'll do it for the shot clock.
Jeez, I thought he got it off in time, but he was close, but I thought he got it off in time, but no harm, no foul, as they say. Just under a minute left in the half. Hillers cooled off a little bit after their 20-point burst in the first quarter, have 13 this second quarter so far. Things are a little more even Steven this quarter.
And Manning lost it, but it was knocked out of bounds, says the official by Kester. Coach Keene didn't agree with that call. On the entry, Ryan Jack for Grafton. Over to Tilesley. Gets it out to Dealey. And now Manning. It's back to Tilesley. Otera. Tilesley now. Ryan Jack. Otera driving in. He was looking for the shot there, but great defense in the interior at the buzzer. No good. And loose ball, and Otera trying to collect it. We're going to have a push call here. It will be against the Hillers.
I think it's on Brendan. I can't, hard to say. I thought Brendan kind of fell over Ocala's back, Otara's back, I'm sorry. That was Brendan's first foul, so I guess I was got to correct myself earlier I thought there was a foul on Brendan, but I guess it was on Ambersoni earlier.
Well, the scoreboard could be wrong too.
Yep.
I mean, so let's face it, we're not wrong that often, right,
Yeah,
Steve?
I mean, it's close. It's like, maybe 99%, we're batting 99%, so it happens occasionally.
12 seconds and counting left to go in the half. Ambersoni, fadeaway.
Nice.
No, it won't fall. And count it.
That's a backbreaker right there.
And that is quite the way to wrap up the first half. 35-21. The Hillers leading Grafton. Steve, that was a very impressive half of basketball.
Awesome. That's a great start to the game. Certainly Hillers are running on all cylinders, and as we've seen oftentimes here in the Athletic Center, doing a lot of the girls and boys games this year, and especially with the boys recently, is right before the halftime they seem to get a little bit of a big play to give him some momentum going into the half, and then Mike Puvakad did just that with a really, really great steal, and somehow flipped the ball over his head with a little English and spun it in with 2 seconds left in the half. So that was a really great way to finish the first half, and you can take us into the second half, Tom.
Well, as of right now, all momentum favoring the Hillers, and they lead Grafton at the halftime break, 35-21. Stick around, the second half coming up next on HCAM.
My name is Connor. My name is Nina.
I'm Haley. Hi, my name is Jake. We're the Hiller volleyball team.
My name is Emma. My name is May. My name is Shelby. My name is Sophie.
We're Alma Gal, and we love HCAM.
We love HCAM.
And I volunteer for HCAM TV.
I watch HCAM TV.
And I love HCAM TV.
And I love HCAM TV.
We love HCAM TV. Woo!
Welcome back to the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center as we are just about ready for the second half between the Hopkinton Hillers and the Grafton Indians. And as we enter the second half, it's the Hillers leading Grafton 35-21. Tom Nappy alongside Steve Spector on the call tonight for Hillers boys basketball on HCAM. Let's take a look at the scoring totals for the first half. We'll start off with Grafton. Nolan Warner with 2, Drew Bergenholtz with 2, Pat Heffernan with 2, Connor Manning with 3, Sean Tilesley with 3, and your team leader is Ryan Jack with 9. For the Hillers, Stephen Maffiori with 6, Thomas Ambersoni with 4, Michael Puvakad with 5, Brendan Kelly, the team leader, with 8, McCallum Lind with 2, Brian Keefe with 5, Nick Hines with 2, Elon Rosen with 3. It was a good half of team basketball for the Hillers, and despite starting off slowly scoring-wise in the second quarter, they really picked it up towards the end of the quarter, Steve.
They did. I mean, 35 points in the half collectively. That's a strong half. And also what's great to see is 8 different Hillers scoring that in that first half. Really nice distribution, and obviously the defense was stellar, holding Grafton to 21 points.
Puvakad loses it there, and it's collected by Tilesley. Grafton draws up the turnover. Manning with possession, trying to get back to Tilesley. Ambersoni nearly had a steal. Tilesley trying to kick it out. No one's there. Maffiori has it. Over to Puvakad. Now Kester up for 3. No, just wide to the right. But Ambersoni ends up with the loose ball. Maffiori. Yes!
Boy, we've seen him heat up coming out of the locker room in the third quarter on a few occasions. One night a few weeks ago, he got 11 points in about a minute and a half. Literally, he was on fire.
Tilesley trying to respond there, and it's no good. Ambersoni ends up with it. Maffiori driving in. 9 so far tonight, 9 points for Stephen Maffiori. He had 6 in the first quarter and the 3 so far in the third. Reverse, no good there by Puvakad.
Good take by Puvakad, just didn't go down for him.
And looks like we'll have a body contact foul here. It will go against Ambersoni. That's his second. Connor Manning on the entry for Grafton. Tilesley. Back to Manning. Driving in, up for the shot. No good, but he drew contact.
It's a pretty nice player, Connor Manning. He hit a really nice three-pointer late in the first half. He had taken a few of them, and in the previous ones, didn't really have his feet set. He was fading away, but the last one he took, I started to say I never really finished my thought because the action got so crazy. But he's a nice player, and looks like between him and Ryan Jack, they're the offensive go-to guys for Grafton.
Ambersoni with the pass up to Puvakad. Now Maffiori looking for a three here. Got it. He's heating up.
The second one, and hasn't even hit the rim.
41-22 Hillers. If I'm Hopkinton right now, I just keep giving the ball to Stephen Maffiori. That one tipped out of bounds as Ryan Jack is trying to pass up court. Maffiori got in front of him. And we'll have a timeout call with 6:21 left to go in the third quarter. The Hillers with a nice 19-point lead thanks to Stephen Maffiori starting off the third with a pair of threes.
Wow, nice play, and the net is still hung up from his second one. He just nailed that one. Both of them were just bullseyes, and Grafton trying to stop the bleeding here with the Hillers off to a quick 6-1 start, and the momentum kind of continued from coming out with Michael Puvakad hitting that late kind of sneaky steal and layup before the half, and then that's continued since then with Maffiori with a couple of threes and tight D for the Hillers, shutting Grafton down. So the Grafton coach decided to gather his guys and see if they can come up with a better solution, better approach or something, but they're kind of at a crossroads here, down by 19 points.
And we do have a TVL update. The Westwood Wolverines are the TVL Large title winners as they won their game tonight, and that gives them the TVL Large title. And we'll have a redo on the entry here. We had an inadvertent buzzer. Tilesley over to Dealey. Back to Tilesley. Dealey feeds it up. Grafton just having all sorts of problems, finding a way into the interior. Jack launches a three, no good. And Bergenholtz got a hand on it, and then it's swiped out, and now Dealey gets to it.
Nice recovery.
Heffernan with good hustle there. Heffernan feeds Jack, and Grafton will just continue to pass here as they can't find anything in the low post. Tilesley, no good there. Brennan Kelly pulls it down.
A lot of contact, no call.
Kester will take it up. Puvakad.
Nice recovery.
Maffiori up for three. Yes, count it. Stephen Maffiori. He is on fire from outside the perimeter.
9 points in the first 2.5 minutes of the third quarter, and this is the second time we've seen him do that. Just coming out lights out. That's one way to get the net down that was stuck. You hit another swish from three-point land. That'll do it.
Killed two birds with one stone, all right? Grafton will have the entry.
When you're as hot as him, it doesn't matter.
Drew Bergenholtz over to Tilesley. Bergenholtz up to Dealey. Now good pass underneath, and drawing contact is Warner. Or excuse me, that was Heffernan. They get Elon Rosen with his first. 2 free throws here for the senior. First one no good.
That's a backbreaker. You know, it's contagious at the free throw line. I've said it, I'd hate to be repetitive, but it's so true. Is you know, when a couple guys can't hit free throws during the game, it can really kind of spring into the rest of the team, and it goes the other way with the Hillers being hot at the line. Grafton not quite as hot at the line.
Keefe, yes.
Wow, Keefe's hot. He got a bunch of points tonight so far.
7 points for Brian Keefe. Tilesley drives up. Feed back up to Jack. Up for the shot. Yes. Gets it to fall plus the foul.
What a heck of a play. I mean, that's his second of the night, second floater of the night, and this one he gets fouled to get a 3-point play opportunity.
Another one on Rosen. That's his second. And one for Ryan Jack. Got it.
He's got a pile of points tonight. Jackie's still down by 20 points. Grafton is. And Hiller's is in a good spot here.
Mafiori feeds it over to Keefe. Keefe driving it up for the shot. No. And McCallum Lind was able to keep it in bounds, but Dealey ends up with it. Tilesley. It's stolen away by Rosen. He was trying to spin around Mafiori there. And Rosen picked him off. Buvakad.
Nice.
Takes it to the rack, off the glass and in.
I mean, he exploded to the rim there, Tom. I mean, that was some major quickness there.
He's had a couple of those great quick plays tonight. Tilesley with possession, and he draws some body contact. That one is going to be on Mafiori. That's his third.
It's tough to compete against any team that's as hot as the Hillers are from three-point land. Already have 13 points with under 4 minutes gone in the third quarter. This could be, I don't know what their high is for scoring this year, but they're on a good pace.
Jack for three. No, off the rim. McCallum Lind there, and he'll draw contact on the rebound. They are going to get Bergenholtz with that one. That's his second.
Hillers with 6 fouls already. That's a we'll take it because they're up by 22 points, but 6-1 in fouls this half.
Callum Lind with possession. Now Puvakad. Lind up to Hines, and Hines trying to feed it inside. Some big contact there between Utara and Rosen.
Lots of contact. That's a tough matchup for Otara. Rosen, substantially bigger body.
Third foul on Utara, and more contact there
like
as Lynn inbounds to Rosen, and he draws the push.
It's like 2 quick fouls on Otara. I think it's on him as well.
I think they got Dealey with that.
Oh, there
one.
you go. Senior moment on my part there.
Rosen feeds it over to Puvakad. Up for three. Keefe, no. Utara pulls it down. Ryan Jack with the pass up. Taking it in. Tilesley will feed it across. Up for three, and good is Manning. Boy, did Grafton need that. Rosen feeds it over to Hines, and he'll kick it out to Puvakad. Over to Keefe, and up to Hines. Lind. That's Keefe. He'll pump fake, drive in, and contact there with Utara, but he's called for the travel before. 2:55 left to go in the third quarter. The Hillers 48, Grafton 29.
Hillers with their patented full court press.
Tilesley feeds it over to Manning. Now it's up to Dealey. Manning. Now Tilesley. Manning now. Dealey over to Otara. Now driving in Jack. Up for the jumper. No. And pulling down the rebound there, Drew Rankatori. Ambersoni trying to get it over to Keefe. Good read there by Jack. Quick break here.
Nice.
Tilesley stolen back. Ambersoni. And he'll draw contact, I think, by Utara.
And Ambersoni getting a little bit of payback after he had a little soft pass to whoever that was, but it was definitely as my high school coach would say back in the day, that was a floater, and it was an easy pick for Grafton, but Ambersoni plays a lot of hard. He wanted to get that back, and he came back and stole the ball and drew the foul.
That's a fourth foul on Utara. Kelly. Nice feed to Rankatori. For three, no good by Ambrosoni. And it's collected, put back, yes, Rankatori up and in.
Nice play. Otara was trying to avoid his 5th foul there. I'm surprised he's still in the game.
Hillers just dominating in the low post. Dealey.
Oh.
And he'll put it off of Rankatori. A little mustard on that one.
Yeah, it looks like he was clarifying where he got hit there, but he looks like he took one for the team regardless, but in a less precarious spot, as they say.
Well, Rankatori, a tough athlete. 1:43 left to go in the quarter. Hillers up by 21. Connor Manning on the entry. Top, Tilesley. Utara. Now Manning. Kick out to Tilesley. Utara trying to find a way in. Wide open three here, Dealey. No, off the rim it goes. Rebound Rankatori. Kester takes it up, pass up over to Ambrosoni. Ambrosoni going to drive in, feeds Kelly. Kelly is trying to hook shot that one, but called for the travel. Or did we have a foul?
No, I think he traveled on that one.
Yeah, thought so.
Yep. And he did a kind of a smart move by Kelly, taking it to Otara, trying to get his 5th foul, but
Ryan Jack driving in, and he will draw contact from Kelly.
and Brendan's 3rd foul there with a minute left or so in the 3rd quarter. 21-point lead.
Grafton is in the bonus. This is a 2-shot foul. First of 2 from Jack is no good. Ryan Jack with 11 points so far tonight.
I don't know if he's even come off the floor, Tom. He's had a nice game. He might be starting to get a little gassed.
Hits on the second. Less than a minute left to go in the quarter. Ambrosoni.
Nice recovery there.
Rankatori, good feed to Kelly. Up, yes. Brendan Kelly taking advantage of every opportunity he gets tonight.
Like I said, there's no answer for him. They don't have anybody his size that can deal with that down low.
Dealey with the pass up to Tinsley. Thought about the shot. Now with Tara is going to lose it here. Ambrosoni able to collect. Kester, Kelly, count it. Wow. Hillers are feeling it right now. And Brendan Kelly, Steve, he's struggled a bit from the low post in some of the games this season where he's had open opportunities but was not able to take advantage. Tonight, he's taking advantage of every opportunity he gets.
Yeah, I mean it's essentially no big man on the Grafton roster that can deal with him, and he certainly recognizes that opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it tonight, and the Hillers are taking full advantage of everyone being laser focused, and that's a lot of points. And for Grafton to call a timeout with 25 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, they could have just played for one more shot, but the Grafton coach decided that they didn't like how things were going and need to stop the bleeding. And let's see if the Hillers come out with a full court press, which they sometimes do. Even with big leads, they show no mercy, as they say. And it looks like they're pulling back.
12 points on the night for Brandon Kelly. Well, you got to keep your foot on the gas, right? And the Hillers, their season high for points in a game is 74. So we'll keep an eye on if they are able to exceed that tonight.
Nice move.
No good there by Jack. Manning. That's no good either. And Rankatori was able to collect, briefly bobbles it, but regains possession and is able to get the pass off to Ambrosoni. Ambrosoni buzzer beater, no. And after 3 quarters of play, it's the Hillers 54 and the Grafton Indians 30. The Hillers outscore Grafton in the third quarter, 19-9. They are just dominating in all facets of the game tonight, Steve.
Yeah, no question about it, and it's pretty fun to call a game like this. So, we certainly like close games because those are exciting. But right now we got a little old-fashioned whooping going on here with the Hillers taking it to the Grafton Indians, and there's still another quarter to go. But as you said, they offensively they're on a good track, scoring 20 points in the first, 15 points in the second, and 19 points in the third quarter. So that's really consistent. And defensively, also very consistent, giving up about 10 points a quarter, give or take. Yep. And that speaks to the intensity of the defense for the Hillers, and just giving really no space at all. Grafton has to work for every inch and every shot tonight, and they're hanging around, but it's going to be a big mountain to climb for them in this fourth quarter.
8 different point scores for the Hillers so far tonight. Tilesley to Manning. Team leader right now, Stephen Maffiori with 15 points. Brendan Kelly in second with 12. Manning, Tilesley, into Otera. Back out to Manning, up for 3. No, fell well short, and out of bounds it goes.
Hiller fans showing some mercy on Manning there by not chanting the airball chant. That was good sportsmanship. I got to point that out too.
Kester feeds it into Kelly. Ambersoni drives in. Up. Yes.
Wow.
Tommy Ambersoni with 6 points tonight. And a whole lot of rebounds as well. Jack Manning. And now it's Steely. Feeds it back up to Manning. Utera. That's out to Tilesley, up for 3. And it'll rim out. Collected by Lind. Ambersoni will take it up slowly. Well, the Hillers, they're up big, so no rush to really get into the low post here. Just pass around a bit, take some time off the clock. And wait for the open shot, and Brendan Kelly finds an open shot there.
Easy pickings for Brendan there. Hillers got a few players waiting to come in the game with a 28-point lead. Why not? Get people some playing time here.
Yeah, I think you're going to see everybody tonight. Ambersoni. Well, this is a great performance by the Hillers. I mean, this isn't a bad team you're playing. This Grafton team's 11-6, just like you are, heading to the playoffs. They play in a tough league as well, so this is a good win tonight for the Hillers.
No question about it. And again, it's just spreading things around, getting 10 or 12 guys into the game. It's keep everybody rowing in the right direction all together in sync and getting prepared for the playoffs. We do want to give a shout out to Jacob Cohn, who a couple weeks ago had a really pretty tough injury on his shoulder. He's a pretty good defensive and energizer bunny type of a player. He comes in and gives energy and plays tough defense. And he hurt his shoulder a couple weeks back, and he's still in the street clothes. So we hope that he gets better quickly and is back playing soon.
Ellis Spar, Hines, now Lind. Lind turns it around, up for the jumper, no. And the putback is no good by Puvakad. Kept in bounds, good hustle there by Rankatori. Manning. Dealey. Jack for 3. Got it.
Got the big side spin. That's an interesting rotation. It does have more of a side spin. But certainly he's a nice player. Ryan Jack having a big game tonight.
Yeah, he has 16 points. He averages 16.4 a game. Puvakad drives in and puts it off the glass. Jack for 3. No. Off the back iron. Rebound Hines. 4:45 and counting left to go until the Hillers get their 12th win of the season. Rankatori in the low post, turns it around, no. Tips up the loose ball, is able to collect. Good hustle there by Rankatori. Buvacott now to Lind.
These players waiting patiently to get in the game here as the clock goes down. I'd like to see those guys get some playing time. Here we go.
Spar and Hines no good. And it's kept in bounds by Jack. A 60-33 lead for the Hillers. Just a dominant performance tonight. 3 no good there by Manning. It is a Grafton rebound. Heffernan's there. Kicks it out to Tilesley. Tilesley hands it off to Dealey now. Good pass underneath there, but Heffernan's denied by Lind. Pass up over to Hines. Up and good, plus the foul and one.
The Nicholas Hine fan club is erupting over there. Again, well deserved. He brings a lot of energy to the game, and beautiful kind of a spinning kiss off the glass. Has a chance for a three-point play.
Evan Sositsky has entered the game.
And Grafton emptying their bench a little bit here. First time we've seen Ryan Jack off the court. Oh, he got a technical foul or something. Must have been some sort of discussion with the ref that led to a technical. I didn't really see anything. And they're going to look like they had...
Not quite sure what this is about. I guess we did have a...
I think it was a technical foul.
Or is it some substitute? I guess we must have. Well, Hines hits the free throw. And that was the and one free throw. And now this is the technical foul free throw. And Evan Sositsky's going to take it. No good. And he gets another one. And that is no good either, and it will be Hiller's ball. So
tough. I'm sorry, excuse me. Sositsky comes off the bench.
I believe it was on the Grafton coach who was teed up.
Yep. Probably wasn't expressing his holiday cheer to the refs. It was some other discussion.
Yeah, the official was talking to the coach during those free throws. Up for three, Keefe, no. There to collect is Bergenholtz. Palmer. Over to Warner. Now it's up to Heffernan. Moves it back, Bergenholtz for three, no. Grafton maintains possession. Three from the far side corner is no good by Boder, and the Hillers have it. Rankatory there to collect. Hines takes it up and in. What a pass there.
No mercy here, and that's okay. Hiller's looking to, that 74 points is looking fairly reasonable with 2:52 left.
65 so far. Bergenholtz thought about the three, feeds it over instead. And drawing the foul there is Heffernan. He'll head to the line for two. They get Rankatory with his second.
It's good the Hillers are all on all cylinders tonight.
They certainly are. Well, I'll tell you what, my player of the game is Brendan Kelly. The way he played in the low post just absolutely dominated this Grafton team.
Yep, you can make a point for him. I think Stephen Maffiori coming in, it's not all about the points, and he's got a lot of them, but, three three-pointers to start the second half was a dagger.
It certainly was. He's definitely a consideration as well. Sositsky.
Wide open.
Hines, beauty of a drive in, beauty of a feed by Hines to Keefe, and Keefe goes up and in.
He's got to have double digits tonight, I think, or close to it. You're the score. I don't know how you keep scoring, do the announcing at the same time. I'm impressed by that, but
9 points for Keefe.
Yep, one of his better games this year.
He's having quite the game tonight, and that is going to be a foul there. I think they're going to get Rankatory. Bradley Palmer will be heading to the line for Grafton. That's his third.
Dylan Thompson coming in off the bench for the first time for Grafton. Got a little bit of a Bronx type of a cheer from his Grafton friends in the stands. I'm sure they're glad to see him get some playing time tonight.
Front end of the 1-and-1 is no good. Here comes the Hillers. Spar. Ellis Spar Jr. gets it over to Keefe. Now up to Hines. Now to Sisitsky. Keefe feeds it over to Hines. Turnaround jumper, no. Spar there to collect, kicks it out, up for three, Keefe. That'll rattle out. Loose ball collected by Rankatori. Hillers continuing to dominate in the low post. Spar with possession, over to Keefe. Now to the corner, up for three, Sisitsky, no. And it's collected by Thompson. Janikowski takes it down for Grafton. Approaching a minute 15 left. Hillers up 67-35. And they are about to improve to 12-6 on the season. No good there by Jankowski. Rankatori there to collect. Well, good win tonight, Steve. And you got 2 games coming up that you should probably win. So you could go into the playoffs on a nice winning streak.
That'd be nice. And Friday night they have Norwood here. Their last sort of league home game. And then, oh, there's a steal.
Good steal there by Hines.
And then when they play Wayland, the Hiller boys play Wayland at home. Non-league game on Tuesday night. That's always a tough team, Wayland. In the Dual County League.
It's becoming a nice little rivalry between Hopkinton and Wayland. Hines no good there. They also play each other in football every season. It's usually a great game. Driving to the bucket, off the glass, and in goes Warner. That is only the second field goal of the fourth quarter for Grafton.
That might do it here, Tom. I don't know.
I think it will. 67-37, the Hillers dominate, and they get the victory. Impressive stuff by the Hillers, a tremendous team effort. Steve, I don't think you can ask for any better of a performance than what the Hillers gave tonight.
No, that was great, Tom, and always doing a lot of fun doing the games with you here, and congratulations to both teams. Grafton gave it their best, but I think they were just overmatched. Hillers with a lot of momentum, and again, coming out of the half, they just kind of piled it on in that third quarter, and no answer for Brendan, and Mattheori hitting a bunch of threes, and a whole bunch of other players like Keefe hitting 9 points and so on, and Nicholas Hines with his fan club here tonight. So great win for the Hillers.
It certainly was, and that'll wrap up coverage for this broadcast of Hopkinton Hillers boys basketball. The final score for the final time, the Hillers take down Grafton by a final score of 67-37. For our crew, John Ritz, Samantha Dinks, Bob Hamilton, my broadcast partner, Steve Spector, I'm Tom Nappy. We thank you for watching Hopkinton Hillers boys varsity basketball on HCAM. Take care, enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll talk to you again soon.